to me, the man took care of me. I mean, I'm in the position I'm in today because of Vince McMahon, who gave me the opportunity and gave me a chance, and didn't worry about the color of my skin.
Yep.
So, I like I said, I got real just mad respect for him, and like I said, I'll be honest with you. If he's found guilty, I'll still have the same respect.
All right, let's talk wrestling, guys. Bret Hart, with all the stuff going on about Vince, as you had mentioned a while ago, Bret Hart has made a comment on Vince, and he says, I'm going to read the quote to you here. Quote, "I'm going to speak my truth. I'm not worried about Vince's feelings. He's never cared about mine. I don't have any problem with everyone kicking his head around the parking lot. I'm okay with the truth coming out." Pretty brutal. Bill, what you think?
Very brutal, but Bret Hart has always been a man who has spoken whatever is on his mind. The whole Hart family was always like that. But he's saying that if the allegations are true, he's not saying they are true, but he feels they are probably. But that's quite a statement to make. He did not mince his words whatsoever.
No. Teddy, what did you think when you saw that?
Well, like Bill said, Bret has always been a straight up guy. He doesn't, mix his words. I mean, I'm a real good, him and I are real good friends, man. I love Bret to death. And because he's true to the game, and he ain't gonna lie to you. He ain't one of them smiling in your face and saying something else behind your back. So, like I said, when I first heard about it myself, it was, and I got so much respect for Vince, and I still have respect for him. I will, whatever happens in the end, we'll just have to wait and see. But I was kind of surprised too. But, we just,
I was going to ask you that too, Teddy. I was going to, as you were speaking, I was about to ask you, as much as you like Vince and you've always looked up to Vince over the years, how difficult is it for you to comprehend everything that's being said about Vince?
Well, first, I was kind of angry about it, you know what I mean? Because I didn't want anybody trashing him and stuff until you really find out. But when you see all this stuff, these texts and all this stuff that's coming out, you know what I mean? It's really bad. And I mean, to me, the man took care of me. I mean, I'm in the position I'm in today because of Vince McMahon, who gave me the opportunity and gave me a chance, and didn't worry about the color of my skin. So, I like I said, I got real just mad respect for him, and like I said, I'll be honest with you. If he's found guilty, I'll still have the same respect. You know
Teddy,
what I mean?
If you bumped into him tomorrow on the street or something, or in a restaurant, what would you say to him? Knowing that what's going on currently, what would you say to him?
I wouldn't even bring that up. I would just speak to him and maybe give him a big hug and just talk, see how he looks, and, compliment him on, what, how he looks, and, let's sit down, let's talk, I wouldn't even bring that up because I don't think I'm at liberty to do that. I don't think that would be my position to move right into Vince if I met him and say, hey, man, what's going on with all that stuff? That ain't my place. So I wouldn't even bring it up.
Sure.
Yeah, and I find that a lot of people who have worked for Vince, when you hear about their comments online about, what's been going on with the Vince ordeal, a lot of them are not sure what to say because they're so mixed up, because some of the people are not surprised and like, oh yeah, I saw that coming a mile away. And there are other ones who are going, man, they just can't believe what they're hearing. So they're both sides to it, but it's unfortunate for the people like you, Teddy, who really admire somebody and they helped you in your coming up in the business, only to have to kind of put them to the side a little bit now because you can't really, it's hard to support the situation.
Yeah.
Well, I look at it like this. Everybody's got some skeletons.
Yes, sir.
Well,
I believe
I think there's three different Vince McMahons. There's the Vince McMahon that developed and created the product. There's the Vince McMahon that's the boss, that was the boss over people running the whole thing. And then there's the Vince McMahon, the private person who, if these allegations are true, that's part of the private person, even though he may have been accused of doing this stuff in the offices. But I think there's three different facets or three different personalities of Vince McMahon that are all almost like three different people.
And we might
Does that
find
make
out that he's
sense?
got, it does, and we might find out that he's got multiple more personalities than that as time goes on and more people talk about their experiences of working behind the scenes in WWE.